Well, shit.
Citizens, y'all are armed! Pathetic! Remember your own!
4 or 5 days ago, when the anti-ICE riots started in Los Angeles, I made a prediction that by next weekend or the weekend after, we would be seeing these riots happen in major cities all across America. Well, folks, I will always admit when I am wrong. And I was wrong about that. Because I thought that it may take a little bit longer to get where we're at today. But it only took a few days. It did not take a week. It did not take 2 weeks. Right now, at the time of this recording, all hell is breaking loose in major cities across America. Of course, we have all of the chaos that is happening in Los Angeles. But now people are getting really violent in Chicago. There's a lot going on in NYC as well. There have been protests in Dallas, Austin, in Texas. It's everywhere. And it's hard trying to pay attention to everything that's going on at once. And I feel like a lot of people are paying attention to LA. And, you know, people are starting to look at what's going on in Chicago and what's going on in NYC. But on a smaller scale, protests are also breaking out in Atlanta, Georgia. So it doesn't really matter what state you're in. Regardless, there is a potential for something to happen here. And we know for a fact that a lot of these protests are a little more coordinated and organized than a lot of people think. Some of this is not happening naturally. I already put out videos exposing some of the supply drops that are happening for these protesters. Someone is funding this stuff. And now, these crazies all across America have been activated. Don't get me wrong, there are people out there that are protesting because they feel strongly about this or strongly about that. But some of these people are paid agitators as well. But I have some clips of what is happening in Atlanta. Tear gas is being shot out. This isn't spreading across the entire Atlanta, of course, but there is a little pocket where things have gotten pretty crazy today. So I'm going to go ahead and roll this clip, but before I do, make sure you hit that like button and make sure you subscribe. If you would like to donate to the channel, you could do so via Cash App and Super Thanks. Not mandatory, but it's always greatly appreciated. Let's roll this clip of what's going on in Atlanta, though, and then I'll be right back with more thoughts.
The reason why Donald Trump got all those federal troops is because he wants to intimidate us. But we're not going to let that stop us.
We say what we want. And what do we want? We want our people free.
Arriba México, arriba México.
He's getting it. He's getting it. Film it.
Holy shit.
Film it. He's got a cone on it. He just threw one. They just threw one.
This is well practiced. This is a cone that they put on the smoke grenades in order to deter it. They're putting, it's a perfect organized tactic here. You gotta be careful because of all the smoke grenades.
Yeah, they're starting to throw.
But they're putting cones, the protesters are putting cones on the smoke grenades. This is what they've been taught to do by well-paid organizers like George Soros and now his son Alex Soros. The destabilization that is happening nationwide now, as you can see in Atlanta, same thing that's happening in LA, happening in Atlanta now. Quite literally because of these organizations.
Holy
And as you
shit.
can see, the protesters, they're fighting back, they're throwing fireworks directly at the police here. So we're gonna keep it going, let's go. I've sensed that. Oh, it's gonna get bad.
So in LA, you got people protesting outside of federal court buildings. In NYC, you got people protesting outside of Trump Tower. But in Atlanta, the protest is happening outside of a chicken restaurant. And now you just see this chicken restaurant looks like it's caught in the middle of a war zone, tear gas going off, and it's just so on brand with Atlanta. Like all of these other places, it's like the riots and protests are happening in front of government buildings, or at least that's where it's starting, you know what I mean? But Atlanta, they're like, hey, we're gonna start this big protest right in front of the chicken spot. I'm surprised it wasn't a Waffle House. Waffle House is probably right across the street, though. So I thought that was kind of funny. What's happening isn't funny, but that's just really on brand for with Atlanta, if you ask me. We're gonna riot outside of the chicken joint. Screw going to the courthouse. Screw going to City Hall or any stuff like that. We're rioting outside of the chicken place, and you just see tear gas going off. It looks like something may even be on fire. God knows, but man, this did happen quickly. The way these people mobilized and just got out there on the streets, and that's how you know that a lot of this is not natural. Because I think organically, naturally, over time, you would start seeing stuff like this happen, right? At least, you know, maybe on the weekend, but no. Here we are on a freaking Tuesday. On a Tuesday. And you see large crowds of people gathered in all of these big cities. And it's only going to get worse. And listen, the cities I named, those are just a few off the top of my head. There's stuff going on in North Carolina. There's stuff happening in Denver, Colorado. It's everywhere, ladies and gentlemen. So buckle up. It's going to be a long, crazy summer. But for now, you guys, let me know what you think about this down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all very soon in the next one.